Is the voice inside your head in charge of your life? Or are you? You're listening to Pure Light, where we explore how you can believe in yourself and be happy with who you are, so that you feel worthy of your craziest dreams and confident in your power to make them happen. My name is Ailey. I'm a coach, writer, and Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. This is episode 95, and it's about power. It's about how we sometimes unintentionally give it away. So it's about the rules inside your head and the feelings of limitation and stuckness that they can create. It's part of a series of episodes about the rules inside your head. So far there's been one on how the rules reveal who you think you should be, and another one on how following them makes you lose touch with who you are. You can find those at purelightpodcast.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search for Pure Light. And be sure to subscribe to Pure Light wherever you listen to podcasts if you want the rest of this series, as there's still more to come. So a few years ago, after I got back from my leave of absence, when I spent 6 months in Australia, I was talking to a friend about the experience, a friend from high school, and she was like, "Oh my God, I would love to do that, but I can't." And I was curious about that because I remember feeling the same way before I decided I was going to do it. So I asked her a bunch of questions to see what was in the way. And as we were talking, I realized pretty much all the reasons she came up with were the same ones that I'd had myself before I gave myself permission to go. So stuff like, I can't, I have a job, I have a mortgage, it would be irresponsible, all that kind of stuff. And so I was really curious about that. I kept asking her questions, and it was really interesting because every time we dealt with one of those reasons, something else would pop up. And this happened repeatedly. I think we had a couple of conversations about it. And then eventually, she realized something. So she realized she'd been fooling herself with all of the reasons and justifications of why she couldn't do it. So she could see that it wasn't true. She could see that those were all just mental blocks. And she could actually take the time off and travel for a bit if she wanted to. So she realized that she had a choice. She could do it if she wanted to. And she didn't end up doing the same thing. She ended up taking a different path. But the important thing was that she realized she was in control of that decision and not all those rules or ideas inside her head. So rather than saying to herself, I can't do that, she started saying, I can, and I'm choosing not to right now, which is a totally different place to be in. Because it's one of conscious choice, as opposed to being a victim of your thoughts. This is something I often work on with coaching clients. So if this is something that you want help with, you can book a free session on my site. I'll include the link to do that in the show notes. So when it comes to the rules inside your head, the problem isn't the fact that you have the thought. It isn't the fact that you have that reason or justification for not doing the thing that you want to do. The problem only becomes a problem when you act as if the thought is true, because that's what reinforces the illusion that you have no choice, or that the rule is in charge, or that that's the way that things have to be. So that's what creates the experience or feeling of being stuck or trapped, or like you can't do what you want to do. So if you think about power in your life as a pie chart, that pie chart is yours to claim. But you're giving it away whenever you follow the rules inside your head. So here's another way to think about it. Do you have the power over the rules inside your head? Or do they have power over you? Power is the ability to do or act. So it's the capability to do or accomplish something. And your power in your own life comes from your decision-making authority. So it comes from your ability to decide to do something and then to do it. So when you're simply obeying the rules inside your head, you're not in charge of your life. The rules are, because the rules are making the decisions for you. If rules are driving your decisions, it means that they're robbing you of your power. It means that you're giving them part of that pie chart. And at the same time, it also means that you can decide to take that back when you decide to stop playing by those rules. So the next time that you feel stuck or trapped, take a look at what's going on in your mind. See what those reasons and justifications are for not doing the thing that you want to do. because that'll tell you what rules you're playing by. Because underneath every I can't because there's some kind of assumption that has a should in it. There's something along the lines of I should be this way. If you've been playing by the rules and you decide to start breaking them, it'll probably be incredibly liberating and empowering. And at the same time, it'll probably also be incredibly uncomfortable, which isn't a sign that something's wrong. It's just a sign that something's different because it's outside of what you normally allow yourself to do. You give away your power when you follow the rules inside your head. You give power to the ideas you've adopted in the past when you make your choices based on what you think you should do instead of what you actually want to do. So there's more to come on the rules inside your head. Stay tuned for more episodes on this and subscribe to Pure Light wherever you listen to podcasts, or you can find episodes as soon as they're released at purelightpodcast.com. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time, may you be guided by your light.